Hi everyone, happy Halloween. I hope you're all doing well. I'm getting a message, so I'm going to say it right away, and that is about your self-worth and the number 4. You could be seeing a lot of 4s, but it also feels like something about 4 years ago. You are so much different than you were 4 years ago. You were on a track and you didn't even know it 4 years ago, and you're still on a track, and maybe sometimes you still don't know it. But Spirit is saying you've come to this place, this portal, this arrival point where your self-worth isn't something that you're just keyed into and that you now really know. It's something that is showing on the outside, and it's having an effect on others. Some may be triggered by it, but I'm also picking up that a lot of people are just wowed by it. They want to know more about you. They want to know how you are the way you are. And people from the past that you knew 4 years ago, they're seeing something about you, or they're hearing something about you, or maybe even just feeling something. You pop into their mind. And I'm hearing, and they track you down. I don't know. That's for some of you. Maybe they look you up. I don't know. But there's something about you where they're like, whoa, how did collective get there? And they didn't see all the struggle and the strife that you endured and went through. And for them, it feels kind of magical or weird or surreal that you're who you are today. And this isn't so much about your outward accomplishments, like a job or a relationship or something like that, that people are seeing and saying, wow. It's something just about you. It's your self-worth. You are pretty unstoppable. And Spirit really wants you to know that and believe in yourself, because other people do too. I know this sounds like a Hallmark card. Whatever, who cares? That's the truth. People are like, whoa, you just needed to know it yourself too. Okay? And if you're like, no way, everybody thinks I'm scum of the earth. Well, I don't know. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why did they think that? No. But this is around the corner for whoever I'm connecting to if you're not already there. So we're going to get further into the message and see what else Spirit has to say to you. I'm going to pull out a card to see what a treat is for you, as well as what a trick is for you. Just to stay with this kind of Halloween theme. If you haven't been on my channel before during Halloween, then you can check out the Halloween playlist. I've had lots of costumes. Some of them pretty cool, if I don't say so myself. Also, my readings are timeless, so there might be a message in there for you. I don't doubt it. Okay, let's see. What is... Actually, maybe we should use these cards. What is a treat that's coming in for you, other than this radiant self-worth? Let's see. What is the treat? Uncover, nostalgia, sentimentality, and memory. This is that 4 years ago that I'm picking up on. I feel like if you do a little bit of reflection, maybe you'll really admire yourself in the way Spirit does. You're going to uncover something. Let's see. What are you going to uncover? This treat. Stormy. Ooh. Perhaps you see now that what happened in the past was absolutely necessary for where you are now. But it's got to be more than that. What else is going on here? Uncover, stormy, and boundaries. Self-worth and boundaries. See, whatever it is that you've gone through, it really taught you to take control of the ship. To not go down with the sinking ship, to not let someone else steer the ship, to make the pirates walk the plank, to put up your boundaries. You uncovered a part of yourself that needed a little bit of work when it came to that, when it came to protecting yourself and honoring yourself. Because in order to have strong and firm boundaries, you absolutely need to have self-worth. Otherwise, what are you protecting? Well, obviously, if you have boundaries, you're protecting something valuable, yourself. So those of you who had trouble with boundaries, or maybe still do, then really the whole key piece here is about self-worth. It's kind of like a chicken and the egg situation, I guess. What comes first, your self-worth or boundaries? So your treat now is to uncover the ways that you've grown for sure. And that self-confidence that exists within you, regardless of what you're up against. And to keep your boundaries against stormy things. It's kind of an interesting treat, don't you think? Is there something else? Spirit, another treat, or something more? Thinker, meditate, focus, profound. Well, this is profound, this realization. Maybe I'm not expressing it in the way that it's going to feel for you. When you do, I'm hearing catalog. Look at the catalog of your life the last 4 years. There's a respect that people have for you. Now, it might not be all people, but I feel like this newfound respect. You may find that people treat you differently. People you used to know or new people. Don't try to pull some stuff that old people used to pull. I'm hearing walking with your head held high. You know who you are. You know what you've been through. You know what you're capable of going through. And you know what you won't deal with anymore. And really, this is a profound treat to uncover. And Spirit wants you to think about that. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. It's like, congratulations. Have you thought about how far you've come the last 4 years? I'm getting pay tribute to yourself. Okay, let's see what could be tricking you. The trick. We're going to do some tarot too, see what else is coming through. I wouldn't mess with you. Right? Okay. The trick, flight, opportunity, prosperity, and new venture. Okay, what's this now? It's the trick. Home. There could be a new opportunity that you're already aware of or that's coming up in a place that used to feel like home to you. There's some kind of return of energy. Let's get another one. Tell me about the trick. Trust. Can you trust this opportunity? Well, let's find out a little bit more. It's a trick, right? We have a lot of cards here. Puppet, manipulation, strings, theater, obedience, apothecary, potions, herbs, elixir, alchemy, and hermit. Practice, escape from the world, and wisdom. Okay, so there's an incoming opportunity or one that's already landed on your lap, and Spirit's saying the treat here is to know that, hey, you got boundaries, and you got self-worth, and you worked hard for that awareness of how damn valuable you are. You've been through the stormy seas. And the trick is now there's some kind of opportunity that might be bringing you into a space that feels familiar, but there's a trust issue here. What are you feeling about this? I feel like your intuition must be saying something. Hold on before I show you the other cards that fell out. What are you feeling? How do you feel about this opportunity, or how will you feel? 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, home. Feels like home. See, somebody's arriving here. But there's a puppet. Manipulation, strings, theater, and obedience. Okay. I do feel like this opportunity is something you could go for. However, you're going to bring your new energy to this opportunity that has some kind of energy of the past somewhere, somehow. Maybe it's like an old friend comes back, or an old lover, or I don't really know exactly what it is. It could be a job offer that's like in some place you used to work, something like this, or even a return to home, a return somewhere. And there is a potential for you to take it, but you're going to have to do something. You can't just accept it wholesale. There's alchemy that's required. You have to take this new energy you have and alchemize something about the situation so that it works in your favor. Something that allows you to cut these puppet strings, because there is this energy here of like, I don't know if I trust it. But what matters most is if you trust yourself. And if you trust yourself and you're still drawn to this opportunity, then trust that you will know how to walk away from it if it gets too much, or that you'll be able to alchemize something about it so that it's on your terms. That said, though, I can't ignore this Hermit card, which is about inner trust and inner wisdom, but it's also sometimes saying no and taking a step back. Flight home. A trick. So I gotta get clearer on this, Spirit. What is the trick here? Well, actually, let me just pull out all the cards so I can see the overview. Because we have boundaries. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Event Horizon. It's an extra card in the deck. Something might, yeah, it's like what's gonna happen here? A little bit of a black hole situation. Okay, hold on. The Hermit again, for what you don't see coming. And it came out in reverse. Someone testing your boundaries, or a situation that does, but it might not be like they're intentionally trying to test your boundaries. It just does. 3 of Swords, right? Because there is something here. I'm feeling like it's like, which is why Spirit was so keen on tooting your horn in the beginning of this reading, to really empower you to know that what happens next here, or the decision you make around this opportunity, is really all up to you. And you have the authority, 7 of Swords, and the outcome in the reverse, and the 2 of Wands. Okay, so I do want to say that there is something here that's a little bit off. It could just be that you accept some kind of opportunity that is like, you know, not really who you are now. It's not what really you want to be doing now. Or it's kind of, maybe they're not paying you enough money, or it's an old friend that you no longer have the same interests with, but you think maybe I should just go catch up with them, even though you know, like, you really have nothing in common. This spaceship's about to take off, right? And it's like, I got to get out of here. And you already have gotten out of here. But I do feel like this kind of ambivalence where you could still make it work if you really wanted to. And you are considering that in the outcome. Which way do I go? So let's get in further and see what's going on for you. Can I know anything else that will help me clarify this message? Mermaid, Oceanic, Serenade, Tale, Allure, Feud, and Ghost. Spirits, Apparitions, Haunting, Paranormal, Conflict, Grudge, Hostility, and Rivalry. So in this opportunity linked to something from the past energy, past people, past places, there was conflict. But you've already decided that it's a thing of the past. But here it comes. right? Here comes the mermaid. The stormy seas serenading you. It's like a siren energy, alluring you, right? To jump off this ship. And that's how I started, right? Like, you're the captain of the ship. You're not going down with the ship. You're going to make the pirates walk the plank. And here comes this mermaid energy, like this siren saying, hey, come, jump overboard. So what's the big allure for you? Why the temptation? Six of Swords. Maybe you've forgotten how something was there, the High Priestess. There could have been secrets that you, or I don't know. Okay, let's get into the cards. There's something I can't even feel, like, maybe that's what's going on. It's this feeling of like something's there, something's underneath the surface, something wasn't quite right about it. I never really got down to the bottom of things, but I know, like, I put it in the past. Now here comes something again similar to that, or maybe the exact same thing, and I still don't know why I feel the way I do about it. That's the feeling. So the Knight of Wands is an energy of forward momentum, passion, fierceness, and that's your current energy. You're on a roll. Knight of Cups, you're going places. Absolutely, you're going places. You're not stagnant. And I also got a message about multiple directions that you can take. And this might be something that people are seeing with your energy, with your brilliance. It's like, light brilliance, like you're emanating this shine that's coming from you. It's like you're lighting up the way. You're lighting up multiple pathways. You're passionate about something that you love to do and that you're good at. And some of you have forgotten all about that passion, okay? And you're going to get back into it, or you're thinking about getting back into it. And then there's some other opportunity coming through that might try to pull you away from it, or you would be pulled away from the things you're passionate about. I don't know. I don't really want to say don't go for it, whatever this opportunity is, because I still feel undecided. Like, that's the energy of like, I don't know though. Okay. What you don't see coming is the Hermit in reverse. This is coming out of your shell, which could be about your self-worth, but it's also, the Hermit in reverse is not really a card of wisdom. It's kind of like going back in the cave rather than going down the mountain with your lantern, your enlightenment. And that's what you don't see coming. There's a little bit of going backwards here. So what do you need to know about this, what you don't see coming? There could be an energy here from the past, whether it's an energy within you or someone you know. They're seeing a difference in you and your new energy, and they want some of that too. I mean, who wouldn't, right? And so they could be offering you something so they can link up with your energy in some sense. But what do they have to offer you? What's the real opportunity here? For some of you, you could feel undervalued. Don't go back to that place. Temperance. Yeah, you've healed from that. Something took a long time for you to get through, to get over, to get out of. And then it's like all of a sudden, you're like, well, maybe I could try it again. Or something like that. Or you entertain it and you forget what's happened. That's why you need to think. And uncover what's really going on. What is really pulling you here? Is it a desire to prove something? I don't know. It's kind of a strange feeling, I have to say. Like what the pull is. Three of Swords for your opportunity. What's this? Something could have happened in November, or maybe this is coming up in November. The Emperor. Taking control of a painful situation. Why so mysterious in this reading? I don't understand. Five of Wands, the conflict. Like there's something like that just won't come out. What's going on? Freedom. Well, it is like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. It's like, here we are, square peg, 4, right? 4 sides, 4 years, all of that. Here we are in this new place, free, feeling the self-worth, uncovering our power, our brilliance, our shine, knowing our boundaries and our value. And then it's like, well, here comes this opportunity, and it's like a contortion of the mind or contortion of your own energy to try to make it work or try to make it make sense why you would do this or why you would take this or why you would go there. And your opportunity is to free yourself from the mental kind of twister game that you're playing here to make a decision around this. I don't know what, you're doing some kind of mental gymnastics almost. Instinct, foresight, full of hope. Hold on to your dreams as they begin to come to fruition. Focus your clear intention. And the Sage, there's the Hermit card again. See, Spirit is really telling you, listen to your intuition, listen to your instinct about this. Keep your hopes high, higher than what they were in the past, because you've already elevated. Like, so go even higher. You do have wisdom and foresight, and you do know that there is manipulation in here. Maybe you are able to control it now, but why would you want to spend your energy trying to do that, alchemize that whole situation, when you could have a new adventure where you could be free of any fear, truth, and terror? You've faced a fear here. The Visionary. You have a true vision that you're heading towards. Okay? And Spirit's saying, don't get tricked by this, old energy coming back again. Remembrance. Yeah, remember what happened. Okay? So the Fool in reverse for your challenge. Well, this is a risky opportunity. We already know that. Foolish, perhaps. Reversal. The Fool in reverse. Exactly. That's the challenge, for you to really understand that and see that this isn't a new opportunity. The Fool's in reverse. Look, Spirit's saying the Fool card is in reverse. It's not really a new opportunity, even though it might be presenting itself as such. Is that a vulture? Something is kind of dead and gone. It's a ghost now, this energy. It's just really not much here. I don't like this. Okay, but you're seeing something in it, the Ten of Pentacles, the familiarity of it, or maybe there's some kind of promise of money and prosperity and wealth. But would you have to sacrifice something of who you are? Is there a trade-off that you need to make with your self-worth in order to obtain that? And you're thinking, well, how can I get the things I want while still maintaining my self-worth? But you have to do all these mental gymnastics or energetic gymnastics to do that. Then it's not really in alignment with you. So the Fool's in reverse, and that's the challenge. It's for you to see that this isn't really a new opportunity. a new life. Okay, the Chariot for your advice. Well, you have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands as your overall energy, and Spirit's saying, let's go. Let's keep going. Riding the comet. So what's up here with the Chariot? The Star. Yeah, look where you're going. To a destined place. To your path. You're following your North Star, not what somebody else thinks your North Star is or your destiny is. Hey, I got the perfect opportunity for you. Well, how does this person really know that? I don't feel like they do. Something could look pretty interesting on the surface, but if you really uncover and dig deeper, you're going to see that it's not really in alignment. So your advice is to continue being brave and charging down that path in hopes of your dreams becoming manifest, becoming true. Like, keep your hopes up for something. Don't settle for this. Don't get derailed either. Let's get another card on this advice. Beloved, love, reciprocity, and intertwinement. Well, maybe that's the key question to ask. Is there reciprocity in this opportunity, or are they getting more from me than I'm getting from them? Because I am getting this sense of feeling undervalued. I'm hearing this. I don't know what this means for everyone. What's genuine and what's not? Resolve. And that's probably what's going on, is that there's something in that past energy that you have yet to resolve, really, to fully integrate or to address or to heal. And so this opportunity comes about, and even though it's linked to some kind of past you or past self, past person, past energy, past job, whatever it is, you don't want to go back there, but you do want to resolve something. And subconsciously, this might look like an avenue to get to a place where then you can resolve it and then go back to like going towards the star. But here's the thing. The Spirit's saying you have resolved way more than you think. And maybe that's what you need to think about, how much you have resolved around this situation with yourself. I'm hearing maybe you didn't get the sit down you wanted, but you resolved something within yourself. And like this reading is in alignment with this, right? It's like time for takeoff. It's time to go to a new galaxy, to a new star. Otherworldly, out of this old world. And you might find the resolution that you're seeking in the future somewhere else. Way far away from the past. Okay, so your outcome, 2 of Wands and the 7 of Swords in reverse. So here you are picking your path, making your decision, and you're deciding, hey, you know what else can be in reverse? The lies, the deception. I'm not going to stand for that. I'm not going to get tricked by that. I'm not going to go down that path. There's a coldness here in this energy. Might be all warm and bubbly, like on the surface level, or inviting in some sense, but there's actually a genuine like harshness and coldness that's underneath, which is why you left that in the first place. Okay, let's get a couple more and then we'll close the reading out. I hope this helped. Let's see. The Hangman and the Lovers. Well, stoicism, peacefulness, receptiveness, and manifestation. This is you being stoic, the hangman, and saying, I might not have another opportunity on the table. This might be the only one, but I'm willing to sacrifice it because I know it's not in alignment with me. And it's not wait, but believe and trust that something that is more my flavor, more in alignment with me, is equal to me, there's reciprocity, will come my way. And that's the choice I'm going to make. That's the contract I'll choose to sign. So Spirit is saying in the future, if you have this wherewithal right now to really pause and think and be okay with sacrificing an opportunity that's linked to the past, then you will find the right connection or the right opportunity or the right situation. I'm hearing, don't freak out. Don't freak out. Okay. Yeah, I'll end there. I hope that helped. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.